everybody, Mackenzie Lambert here, joined with my good friend John Cleveland.
Hi, everybody.
We're back with another segment of What a Year, and we're going to go back to 1979.
Groovy.
Yeah. With last year before we get into the 80s, and so this, I think, overall, 1979, solid films, really, really good films.
Yeah. There was more than I thought there'd be, but I'm going to tell you, there was a lot of bad films.
Yeah.
A lot of bad ones.
All right, so you know what, John, let's go ahead and go with your selections first.
Sure. I went through IMDb, all 3,881 films made in 1979.
Those are rookie numbers.
Those are rookie numbers. I got a couple honorable mentions. I have a bunch of bad movies, which I'll rapid fire, and then I got my top 10.
Okay.
All right, so it's a couple honorable mentions. Probably the best actual film on here, for being honest, Stalker, is from 79. I wasn't in the right headspace when I watched it originally, so it's only an honorable mention. The Warriors, The Tin Drum, Nosferatu the Vampire, Meatballs, Being There, Star Trek the movie, the motion picture, Escape from Alcatraz, Rocky II, The Muppets movie, The Brood, Time After Time, When a Stranger Calls, Dracula, and The Frisco Kid. For bad movies, boys, there are a lot. Phantasm, shut up, it's a bad movie. I have wars with horror fans about that, but I like it. I'm not saying it's something you can't enjoy, but it is not a good film. The Driller Killer, The Force of One, The Visitor, Prophecy, Tourist Trap, The Day Time Ended, Don't Go in the House, Beyond the Darkness, Fascination, Seven, not the one you're thinking, The Shape of Things to Come, The Island of the Fishman, The Dark, Spaced Out, Firepower, The Great Alligator, Killerfish, Microwave Massacre, Up from the Last Run, the Evicticators, or Eviscerators, I don't even know anymore, The Glove, Supersonic Man, Bog, The Demon, The Clonus Horror, The Capture of Bigfoot, a lot of those there, Crocodile, Disco Godfather, Superman Dojiro, which I'm pronouncing very horribly wrong, which is just Turkish Superman, Screams of the Winter Night, Jaguar Lives, and that is an exclamation point, The Shark Hunter, The Crippled Masters, Roots of Evil, The Dragon, The Hero. The Dragon, the Hero being one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The Shark Hunter, that was Castellari and Franco Nero. So
yes, and, yes. He literally dives out of a helicopter into a shark. It's fantastic. So, with all of those said, here's my actual top 10 list. All right. Number 10, The Black Hole. It was a huge flop for Disney. It's a crazy story of how it was actually even made. But I like it, and it's not a really cool, it's almost got a really good atmosphere. I just wish it wasn't a Disney movie, because it's got Event Horizon-esque vibes a little. Just because the whole premise of the movie is they're on a giant derelict ship run entirely by automatons, where a mad scientist is just experiencing the event horizon. It's weird. Yeah, so anyway, speaking of space and keeping it somewhat in the same territory, number 9, and I need to preface this with I'm a Bond fan, Moonraker. It's not a good Bond film. It's just a fun Bond film.
Yeah.
Because there's only two types. Good ones and fun ones. Number 8, Zombie. Nothing wrong with it.
Nope.
If you've never seen it, you gotta at some point. And I'm not going to get into its name and what it's supposedly a sequel of and all of its sequels.
There's a great AVGN video on that.
Yes. Anyway, number 7, the original Amityville Horror. It spawned a horrible Frankenstein subgenre itself now, but the original one was very good. It was atmospheric, and at the time, especially given at the time, it was based on a true story, and it held some weight.
Yeah.
I assume when this came out, it was somewhat similar to when the Blair Witch Project came out. Everybody's talking about it. It could be real. Oh yeah, you saw The Exorcist, but this one's based on a true story. And stuff. Now we pretty much know it was just a way to get out of his mortgage payments. But, still. Number 6, which I would assume it's possible this is the one that is going to be your number 1, Monty Python Life of Brian. Just a fun movie.
Yeah. Yep.
It's also weirdly historically accurate. Saw a bunch of people claiming to be the Messiah back in the day. Number 5, and I'll say this. Most of these you can kind of put in any order. Mm-hmm. I think I rewrote this list a couple of times, and this was the order that was the most common, so this is how it goes. Mad Max.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fantastic film. It's one of the most copied films, like, for about 10 years.
Yeah, Italy, the Italian film industry
was just Mad Max knockoffs. I mean, it's still, even, today they're making sequels. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yep.
Number 4, I don't even know, it's almost weird to say, Caligula. Yes, it's basically just a softcore, or an excuse for a softcore porn, but but that's what a story about Caligula would be.
Yeah.
It's probably, it needs to be redone because it's not super accurate anymore from what we are understanding, but
they have recently restored it though. So,
with even more footage, which is insane. But if you want to know how insane things get when you give a leader absolute power and no moral control on that at all, Caligula is a good example.
And it's actually, for all those who say Malcolm McDowell and Clockwork Orange, you know what? This is a great performance by him as well.
It is. I will say it's probably not that hard to pull off this performance, just because I think everybody has it in them, just because go crazy, go utter wild, no one can stop you. Yeah, that's about where we need you,
Helen Mirren.
All right, number 3, and totally very different. The Jerk, one of the best comedies of all time.
I was born a poor black child.
He's shooting the oil cans.
He really hates these cans.
So amazing, so quotable. Steve Martin, arguably at his best. Mm-hmm. Just a great film. And this is the order. These, of all the times we've ever ranked anything. Mm-hmm. Boy, howdy, was this the hardest.
Yeah.
Which one goes 1 versus 2? Because if you're familiar with the films that came out this year, there are only 2 that are in running right now.
Yes.
I put Apocalypse Now as number 2. Ask me tomorrow.
It could be number 1.
It could be number 1. Mm-hmm. I do regard it as one of the greatest films ever made.
Yes.
But I also consider Alien one of the best films ever made.
Yep.
And so, number 1 I have is Ridley Scott's Alien.
Mm-hmm.
Catch Me Tomorrow, it'll be number 2, and Apocalypse Now will be number 1. If I rewatch it, they didn't quite nail that effect. The transition of the milk with the head to the head didn't look good, and Apocalypse doesn't really have that problem. But then I'll go, but then this is kind of they really mean that, and So, but either way, whichever way you want to put it, these are the 2. Mm-hmm. So,
this is photo finish, neck and neck.
Neck and neck, photo finish again. We could debate them to the blue in the face, but those are my number 1 and my number 2. So what about you?
All right, for my honorable mentions for 1979, I have The Jerk with Steve Martin. Yep.
Wow, an honorable mention.
Yep. And also Bernadette Peters is the love interest, great singing voice. Next honorable mention, even though you think it's a bad movie, I still enjoy it. Phantasm. It's
fine.
It's progressive rock horror. I can dig it. Next time I'll mention Beyond the Darkness, Joe D'Amato, just crazy taxidermy, body horror, weird disco score by goblins.
Emotional attachment issues.
Yes. Yep. But done in very much a manner of Edgar Allan Poe, which I can appreciate.
Yeah, it's a weird one. One. I grew up watching that movie. That explains a lot.
And my last honorable mention is Seven, the Andy Sedaris film, which is basically a exploitation Magnificent Seven, where you got a bunch of different guys teaming up to take out Luca Brasi from The Godfather of all people. You've also got Martin Kove. You've got William Smith. Yep, you've got an interesting collection of character actors for this film.
100%.
Yep. All right, now for my main 10. Number 10, I got to go with Moonraker. It's... And not just that, but it also brings a close to Jaws' subplot. And,
one of the few henchmen who gets one.
Yep. My number 9, you know what? given the recent failure of the recent Joker movie, I'm going to say this was actually a better Joker movie than the Joker, and it's Driller Killer. It's basically, you know, a low-rent taxi driver, if you can believe that. But yeah, it's more of a psychological study than what the box art would have you think. You would think it's like a gory slasher type film, but it's not.
Yeah, Abe Ferreira
Yeah.
doing, proving why, you know, he would go on to have, well, continue to have, I should say at that point, a lucrative career as a filmmaker.
And honestly, Miss 45 is probably the better version of this movie.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, my number 8, Mad Max from Miller. So, yeah, that car chase in the beginning is insane, where they're going after the drugged up couple in the speedster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's an insane sequence.
I mean, all the action in that, all the chase scenes in that movie, and all of Mad Max movies are insane.
My number 7 is Time After Time, which is H.G. Wells versus Jack the Ripper in the future, which is a great movie. Malcolm McDowell is a very owlish H.G. Wells. Yeah. David Warner, rest in peace, great as Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, seriously, 100%.
All right, now for those who know me, are going to be surprised that this movie is this low on the list, but my number 6 is Lucio Fulci's Zombie.
Yeah, I anticipated that being third.
I mean, for a lot of people, this is their first Fulci film. This is the first one they saw. I remember renting this from Hollywood Video
100%.
And just being blown away by how gory this film is, how ugly the zombies were.
Yep. I can't even remember the first time, but I remember it was the cover. It was the cover of the
Worm
VHS,
Eye,
which is the Worm Eye, the guy with the worms coming out of his eye. Yep.
My number 5 is The Warriors from Walter Hill. Just fantastic. I don't want to say dystopian, because it is kind of that futuristic crime run rampant types of movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's The Warriors is a weird one. Yeah.
My number 4. This one might be a bit of a surprise, but it's Murder by Decree from Bob Clark. This is Christopher Plummer as Sherlock Holmes, and he's investigating the Ripper murders.
Got 2 Holmes in your top 10.
Yep.
Wow.
My number 3, Monty Python's The Life of Brian.
Yeah.
Yep, just a great satire on religion. The idea of, like, the point of this movie is to think for yourself.
Yep.
Just don't take religion blindly. Look into it.
Yep.
And you know what? The same conundrum as you. The number 1 and number 2 could be the same.
Yep.
But my number 2 is Apocalypse Now from Francis Ford Coppola. And my number 1, Ridley Scott's Alien.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're both so, like, it's just that thing where, like, they're both so good.
Yes. And it's a great war movie, but I like my genre of cinema. I like my science fiction and horror, and for me, most of the time, it is going to be Alien. That's my number 1.
That's fair. No, like I said, mine ended up being 1 too. It just,
Yep.
it was the hardest decision. It really was.
Yeah. All right, so those were our selections for 1979. If your number 1 film wasn't Alien or Apocalypse Now, feel free to share in the comments section below.
I'd love to know. Yeah. I really would.
Yeah, make a compelling case for a different movie. We'd like to see it.
Now watch, it's going to be like, because that was my favorite, my mom's favorite. Like, oh, well, I can't argue with that. Like,
yeah. All right, so until next time, this is Mackenzie Lambert.
And John Cleveland.
Have a good night, folks.
Bye.